Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Why we rejected Puma Kit for Olympic team. This is actually coming from the Sports Ministry. On this note, I want to welcome you to another edition of Sports Orbit right here on the Leadership Podcast Studio. My name is Olawale Ayeni, and I have two great sports analysts in the house that together we are going to be dissecting all the sport stories that we have for you today. I have Alpha. Alpha, how you doing?
I'm fine, Wally. Once again, nice to be here. Always a pleasure.
Of course, Jonathan returned back to the show after some weeks or days. Okay, is that to have you, Jonathan?
Thank you very much.
Okay, going straight to our first story, why we rejected the Puma Kit for the Olympics team. This is actually now coming from the Sports Ministry due to the fact that we know that the Sports Minister talking about Sunday Dare is actually saying that the Puma Kit, that the whole lot of criminal investigation that they must actually carry out in for that particular deal, and we all know that the case was sent to the DSS, and the DSS actually cleared the president of the AFN, that is talking about Ibrahim Shehu Gusu and Sunday Adele, of any wrongdoing, and they actually forwarded back the case to the ministry for them to actually resolve the matter internally. But at this point in time, we know that the sports minister is saying they're not going to allow the athletics team to use a Puma when they compete for the Olympic. Will it not affect Nigeria going forward? Because we know that if there's a breach of contract, hopefully there will be litigation against Nigeria.
Yes, absolutely. The decision of the ministry to drop the use of Puma as our official kits for the Olympics has, generated a lot of controversy. And according to the ministry, it was because when the deal was signed, there were some underhand dealings in the signing of the Puma deal. So I think it's not too good for Nigeria having this kind of issues on the way to the Olympics. Yes, fine, we are using some certain Nigerian brands in coats who eventually did the kits, but I think this will discourage a lot of other big foreign brands from doing business with Nigeria if, an ordinary kit deal is bringing such, controversy. So I think they should find a way and resolve it so that, going forward, we won't be having this kind of issues.
Jones, the Puma kit was free for Nigeria. We didn't pay a dime. Even to ship it to the country, we didn't actually pay a dime. But at this point in time, we went to actually buy a new set of kits for the athlete. Don't you think we are actually spending more now that the country is a little bit not stable when it comes to the economic situation?
We should have used the Puma kit. Understand? Instead of spending more money that we don't have right now. The COVID-19 pandemic has really affected our economy and our resources. So why spend more when you can get it for free?
Why spend more if you can actually get it for free? That is coming out from Jonathan. But at this point in time, we know that the Olympics is the only way right about now where one person is coming out to say, I cannot wait to lead Team Nigeria when the opening ceremony starts proper in Tokyo. That is coming from the Nigerian wrestler that is talking about Odunayo Adekuroye. She's actually she can actually wait to lead Team Nigeria at the opening ceremony. Another athlete is saying Ese Brume plead for more support from Nigeria ahead of the start of the Olympic Games for Team Nigeria. And also Toby Muson, who's also will be competing in the Olympics in the 100 meters hurdles event. He's saying we are ready for the 2020 Olympic Games. This is actually coming from Toby Muson. We are hearing that the opening ceremony director has been sacked in that particular for a joke that he actually made in that particular one. Also, news coming from Olympic is Team Guinea have already withdrawn from the Tokyo Olympic Games. This actually picked me. Alpha, you have one or two things to say about Guinea withdrawing from the game?
Well, the Guineans, according to them, withdraw as a result of the outbreak of the pandemic in their camp, but some other reports reaching us suggest that they are actually strapped for cash. So, instead of coming out to say they don't have the funds to, bankroll their Olympic, games, they came out to say it's COVID. But some other side of the divide are saying that there is actually a lack of funds, and I really think it's a bad one for them because.
Exactly.
If it's COVID, I mean, I don't think that's the issue.
Other countries are there.
Yes, exactly.
Of course, for me.
I'll wait till this time to withdraw.
Of course,
exactly.
It's just a 5-man team.
Five-man team.
Yeah, just a 5-man team.
So,
Exactly.
I wonder why they are saying they don't have
Are they
enough
that
money.
broke or what?
Well, we don't know. That's the reports we got that they are actually broke. They can't fund bankroll their team to Tokyo.
Of course,
They're
they
going
should
to
have
get a ban,
just.
I think.
Yes, so in order to save face, instead of saying the country is broke, they had to say COVID, which is not the case from what we are hearing. So
They should have just sent an SOS call to the International Olympic Committee
to raise some funds for them.
Bankroll.
Yeah, probably.
For private individuals.
Yes, exactly.
It's not the government.
Yes.
Okay, moving away from the news from Tokyo at this point in time, we head straight to the Rand Leather game. Well, the Super Falcons coach talking about Randy Waldrum. He's excited to have the likes of Desire or Paranoze back in to the team, and also Ngozi Okobi back to the team, and also the goalkeeper that kept for Nigeria during the World Cup. Talking about Chiamaka Nadozie back to the team. We know that certain issues surrounding Oparanoze being left out of the team. We know that she actually spoke against the NFF during the France World Cup, and since then she has been left out of the team. But what do you make of it, making a return ahead of the Six Nations tournament?
I think it's a good one. First of all, her exclusion from the team was, sort of misunderstanding between she and the federation, of course, as a result of some utterances he made as a fallout of, the World Cup in France. And they actually isolated her from the team, but I'm sure they must have resolved their issues. That's why she's making a comeback. And, her experience is much needed. She's one of the most experienced players in the team. And, her return back to the team is actually a welcome development.
Of course, welcome development. Kano Pillars, talking about Ahmed Musa. I know he's set to join a Turkish club at this point in time. We know that after he actually left El Nassr in Saudi Arabia, he joined Kano Pillars. But at this point in time, a certain Turkish club is actually looking for a signature. In your own opinion, do you think he should return to Europe?
Yeah, I think so. With all due respect, I don't think our captain should be playing for Kano Pillars.
At all.
You understand?
Yes.
Should play in the elite leagues, the Premiership, La Liga, or the Serie A.
Yeah.
I think it's good for him. Sure.
Of course, it's good for Musa to actually return back to Europe for him to actually fly straight. But at this point in time, I just want to tell you that we have a big topic that we are going to be discussing later today. In your own opinion, do you think Chelsea midfielder Jorginho should be crowned the next Ballon d'Or winner for the year 2020/2021 season? In your own opinion, do you think he should be crowned? Head straight to our Facebook page, send in your comment, and be rest assured that we are going to read it on the course of the show. We'll move straight to our next topic. We still discussing about the Rand Leather game, where Akwa United extend their lead on the NPFL table to 6 points, where the likes of Nasarawa United, Kano Pillars actually fall in that particular match that was decided match day 34 yesterday. We saw Akwa United getting to beat Warri Wolves 3-0. They actually devour Warri Wolves in that
back to winning ways
in the next of Champions Stadium in New York.
Yes, good one for Akwa United, because during the last weekend games in the NPFL, they were defeated. They lost by 3 goals. So it was looking like their leadership of the table was about being caught, and Kano Pillars and National United were actually closing in on them. But good one for them to respond in the midweek games and come and get such a whooping win. I think if they keep putting on these kind of performances, they should be crowned champions of the NPFL by the end of the season. Good one for for Aqua United.
Good one for Aqua United as this point in time. We go straight to our next story. We are talking about volleyball, where the Nigerian Volleyball Federation are seeking sponsors for the national team and also for the league. We know that they have been, looking for sponsors ever since they actually came on board as the management of the volleyball in Nigeria. They have been doing impressive well. They have hosted a whole lot of African tournaments in Nigeria, and also the league is well managed by the Nigerian Volleyball Federation. At this point in time, they are looking for sponsors. What do you think? I feel in this part of the world, it's just so sad that we get to run to sponsors
instead of sponsors running to us.
Running to the federation. But what would be your message for sponsors out there, for them to actually come to sponsor sport?
We need to make the teams attractive, the league attractive, so I can attract sponsors. Understand? All these running to sponsors should not be running to sponsors. They should be running to us.
I agree absolutely with Jonathan. Sponsors are supposed to be running to these teams, because these teams actually put those brands out there, because you sponsor a team, he wears, your brand name on their jersey, on their merchandise. And it's a rub my back, I rub your back kind of thing. This kind of thing happens, the brand becomes more popular. The league itself becomes even more popular. So we should go past the era where, teams go cap in hand begging for sponsorship. It should be the other way around. But good one for that. I mean, better late than never. So if the volleyball league is getting a sponsor, then I think it's a right step in the right direction.
Right step in the right direction. We head straight to Europe. We are talking about the news coming from Germany, where Lewandowski, talking about Robert Lewandowski, is interested in joining Chelsea at this point in time. We are getting feelers that about 50 million pounds is been what is on the table for him to join the Blues at this time. But Jones, do you think it's a good move for him moving away from the German Bundesliga to the English Premiership?
I think it's a good move. He has won the Champions League with Bayern Munich. He has won the league. What is there to win again? Let him try another place. Try the Premiership and see if he can succeed here.
Will he actually succeed in the Premier League? Looking at the kind of caliber of defenders that we have, the likes of Maguire of this life and the whole others, the John Stones. Do you think he will actually succeed?
Why not
in the English Premiership?
Why not? I mean, Lewandowski is a proven goal scorer, so I believe that if you know how to score goals, even on the moon, you'll be able to score goals. But I think this 50 million pounds, I mean, isn't Lewandowski worth more than 50 million pounds?
But age is no longer on his side.
No, agreed. But well, that's another question for the Bayern hierarchy to answer. But if the move eventually, pulls through, to be a nice one for Chelsea, because their pursuit of Erling Haaland seems like it will not happen this season. So yes, exactly. And if it will even happen, like Borussia said, Chelsea would have to make a crazy offer for that deal to happen. And with the financial situation of many clubs after the pandemic, I doubt if Chelsea will be able to come with the cash. So I think Lewandowski will be, a good option in the case of if they can't get Haaland. So good one for him anyway. But I still think at that price, if they get him, it will be a serious bargain.
Of course, it will be a serious bargain. We'll move to the other side of London, where Barcelona are also looking for the signature of Ryan Stanley. They want him at the new camp. Jones, you'll be very, very much interested in this particular story. Ryan Stanley. Are you confident that Barcelona will sign him, and are you also confident that he will perform well the way he has been doing for Man City?
I don't think so. He's not a bad kind of player. I don't think he can.
What makes you think he can perform at Barcelona?
Looking at his performance, I just concluded Euro Championship. We know he was like
where will he play?
Of the English team, in fact, one of their best players.
I know, but where will he play in Barcelona? Barcelona will play the 4-3-3 formation. You have a Messi, you have. We just signed Memphis, and you have
a Griezmann.
But
Griezmann hasn't really been firing on all cylinders.
How will you compare? Will you actually compare Stanley with the pair? For me,
I think Sterling is a far better player than him, more experienced.
Yes,
and I think the Barcelona pattern might fit him because it's not too different from what Man City plays. Man City are a team that really moved the ball around, and
Of course, the tiki-taka.
exactly. So I think Sterling should fit into their team. I think so. I think so. If it can happen, I think it won't be a bad move for him.
Of course, if it can happen, it will not be a bad move for Stanley, getting to fly straight in Barcelona. Now we head straight to our big topic for today, where Giorgio talking about Chelsea and Italian midfielder talking about Giorgio. We are asking you out there, does he actually deserve to be crowned the Ballon d'Or winner for the 2020 stroke 2021 season? But for now, we'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we have a whole lot to discuss about Giorgio. Don't go nowhere.
Hold on, no.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Okay, thank you for staying with us. Yes, we are talking about Giorgio and the Ballon d'Or at this point in time, where we are asking you, does he actually deserve to be crowned the Ballon d'Or winner of the year 2020 stroke 21 season? We saw his exploit for Chelsea. He won the Champions League. Also, he won the European Championship for this year. In your own opinion, we are still going to come out to comment about this point in time. Do you think he deserves to win the Ballon d'Or?
He does not deserve to win the Ballon d'Or because if you go by indices or by stats of his performance, what exactly has he done to deserve to win the Ballon d'Or this season? Yes, fine, he won the European Championships with the Azuris, but is that enough for him to win the Ballon d'Or? Yes, won the Champions League with Chelsea, but I don't think it's enough. Like someone said, I mean, how many man of the matches he won all through, 38 games he featured in the Premier League. I don't think he won up to 2 or 3. So, but him winning the Ballon d'Or, I really don't think that will be a possibility. Seriously.
Jones, you want to contribute?
I don't even think he will make the top 3.
Jones say
absolutely.
No,
seriously. Because what has he done? On what basis?
The top 3.
On what basis?
But at this point,
the best player in the Italian national team. But it's not the best player in Chelsea
at all.
So
so on what basis?
On what basis?
Of course, on what basis? Yeah, Vix Obi on Facebook, he's saying yes, based on his performance in his club Chelsea and in the Europe Nation tournament. According to Joshua, Mark Jean, he said, now for Dream, he has no assist. He could not even score penalty in the finals. According to Solomon Andrew, just the way Luka Modric won in 2018, he really deserved it.
No, the Luka Modric case was quite different. He was in the World Cup. He was instrumental, to their run all the way to the final. And don't forget that, and don't forget that running in the run up to the World Cup, Modric actually helped Madrid to another Champions League title. So I mean, it's quite different in this case. I don't think Jorginho deserves two different scenarios. The Euros, I know he doesn't deserve it.
According to Enye Beniza, he said all the matches he played, how many man of the match award did
absolutely
he win? Yes, Chelsea and Italy won the Champions League and Euro respectively, and he was a member of this team. But what was his contribution towards that feat? We should not mistake team success to individual players' performance, which is what Ballon d'Or rewards. Giorgio is no for the award. This one is coming from Henry Tobemba. He said he's only deserve a player of the Equally, Uche and I said that he's a player and the role is both a trophy does not make him the best player in any of these teams. If winning the trophy is the requirement of the Ballon d'Or, be it. But if it is based on a better player for any of the both teams, I think N'Golo Kante should win.
Yeah, Kante was Chelsea's best player last season.
But even Kante doesn't deserve it.
Kante doesn't deserve it. You are the midfield match.
I mean, the Ballon d'Or is not the Premier League Player of the Year award we are talking of here. We are talking about the best player
in the world.
on the planet. Kante does not deserve it.
But I think he will
Jorginho.
make the top 3.
Well,
I think
top
it's going to
3.
be Messi,
Okay,
Donnarumma, and Kante.
assuming N'Golo Kante actually wins the Euro, will he actually deserve to win the?
If he had won the Euros,
Won the Euro, yeah.
well, maybe he could have. We could give him a chance, but I still don't think any of these two players deserve to win it.
Okay. Promise Onu said he played a major key role for Chelsea to win the Champions League, and also he was a key man in Italy that won the Euro. What else do they want him to win before he can become favorite?
He
for
should win the World
Ballon d'Or?
Cup.
Except they want to do otherwise. Of course, Suleiman Yaro said, "You think say na man of the match?" Madusani, even the player of the week, he will not get. Danny Nimbala said, okay. Okay, he's not a Chelsea fan. Don't worry about that. Abubakar Yaya said, I think if he's a Madrid player, he can win it. If you know, you know. Boris said, in all honesty, Jorginho deserves Ballon d'Or with the Champions League and the Europe trophies. He deserves to win. Messi fan will see the winning of the Copa America as a bias as a basis for him to claim the 7th Ballon d'Or. But if you look at the strength of the trophies, Jorginho won, and probably with the Super Cup and Club World Cup trophies loading, it is ideal candidate compared to Messi, who won Copa de la Rey and Copa de la Rey, a domestic cup, and Copa America, whose qualification and participation is not as tight as the Euro. Do you think Messi deserves to win the Euros? I mean, the Ballon d'Or?
Definitely. Like I said previously, if Messi wins the Copa America, definitely he will win the Ballon d'Or, and he won the Copa America. So now we're going to talk about who is going to finish second now.
Exactly.
The Ballon d'Or.
And his contributions for Argentina. You know, he 6 goals and about
4 goals, 6 assists.
4 goals, 6 assists. So it means he was averaging almost, a goal per 2 games, with an assist in almost every game.
From start to finish.
I mean, this was Messi's tournament, so it will really be a downgrade on the status of the Ballon d'Or if it's given to somebody else other than Messi.
Of course, looking at the poll on our Facebook page, about 2,665 persons actually voted. About 42% said yes, and about 58% say no, that Jorginho does not deserve to win the Ballon d'Or. Of course, I have this comment from Aminu Mohammed Sani. Of course, he deserves it, or don't you want to say Harry Maguire or Harry Kane or Marcus Rashford or Raheem Sterling deserve more than him, because they are English players. In English media, every English player are the best in his position, and no one will hear of that particular one. So at this point in time, people are saying he deserves it. People are saying he does not deserve it. It's just at this point in time, who should be like the winner of the Ballon d'Or?
Not like Jonathan said earlier. I think Messi deserves it. If maybe Portugal had gone all the way, gone to the final, well, Ronaldo would have had a case. But since they were knocked out, even in the quarterfinal stages, right? But he still came out as the highest goal scorer. But in the absence of Ronaldo winning it, I think Messi is the right candidate for the Ballon d'Or.
In the absence of Ronaldo winning it, I think Messi is the right candidate for the Ballon d'Or. Do we still have any other comment to read? if not, we don't have any other comments. We just head to the football matches that was decided at the Olympic Games, which is ongoing, which is going, where Egypt national under 23 team and the Spanish team actually drew 0-0. Mexico, defeated France 4-1. New Zealand, New Zealand defeated Korea 1-0. Cote d'Ivoire defeated Saudi Arabia by 2-1. Honduras lost against Romania. Japan, the host, actually defeated South Africa 1-0. And the last match, which was actually not played today, we saw the likes of Brazil getting to defeat Germany 4-2. That match ended in Tokyo. At this point in time, what is actually going wrong with the German football? We saw them in the Euros, they didn't play well. We saw them in the World Cup, they were bonded out from the group stage, and now at the Tokyo Olympic Games, they are not playing well. They lost their first match of 4-2 to the Brazilian team. What do you make of the football in Germany at this point in time?
Well, I think when it comes to football, different nations always go through those phases.
Yeah, exactly.
The Spanish team went through it, where they had a period when they were successful for a couple of maybe like 10 years. Same for the Germans. So I think this era of German players who came up since around 2006 to 2010, I think there is a sudden decline in form. And when these things happen, players always go back to the youth stage to try to come up with much players. So I think the Germans are also going through a phase. But big football nations always go through that. But of course, they always come back stronger and better for it. So I just think,
I think
it's a phase.
They're just going through that phase. They'll bounce back.
Does the performance reflect the level of their league? We're talking about
No, not really.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Not really.
It doesn't.
Of course, it doesn't affect the level of their league at this point in time. On that note, I just want to thank you, my great two analysts, Alpha. Thanks for coming on the show.
Always a pleasure, Wally.
Jonathan, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you
Hopefully,
very
we're
much.
going to be seeing you more on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully.
Of course, from me, Wale Ayeni, I say that thank you for staying with us. Of course, you can always, get to visit our social media platform for all the latest sport news across the world. Also, visit our podcast, podcast.leadership.ng. You can also find the episode on Anchor, Spotify, Audio Mac, or any major podcast listening platform. On this note, I said bye-bye for now. God bless. Still will come your way, same time tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.